I don't know who needs to hear this, but I hope it finds you. So let's go. I feel something needs to be seen and said. You know? Whoops. Hello. Okay, so let's go. I feel the creative block again. And it's because something that somebody might have said to you that left you feeling super well hurt, but also apathetic, like in the first place, like you didn't want to hear it. Maybe it was some kind of truth you finally heard or found out, and maybe at first you didn't want to accept it or hear it. Maybe somebody criticized a creative project of yours. Maybe you've been insecure about putting your work out there for the world to see, and maybe you didn't get the reactions you hoped you would get. Or maybe you're feeling the weight of people's reactions or judgment really heavily. But I also feel that might stem from a deep rooted insecurity about yourself and what you put out into the world, like what you create, like, you know, like subconscious beliefs that you might not be good enough in some kind of way, however that might have come to be, you know. It's usually from our childhood, repetitive things we experienced from our childhood, but not to get too deep into that part. Maybe this comment you got on your work or your, yeah, I feel like your creative project or something you are very proud of. Maybe this comment, maybe you took this comment not the way that it was intended to. That's what I feel right here. And so there might be someone who would benefit from trying to see how this comment can, you know, how you can improve your work, or, you know, people are genuinely interested, and of course everybody's gonna give their opinion, and some people just want to help, and maybe it's rooted for you in some kind of belief that people are constantly criticizing you, while in fact you're doing nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with what you create, and you know, except for when you believe something is wrong with it. That's the energy I feel or see in the cards. Um, but the cards are also asking you and maybe pushing you to stop fighting. um, I guess the commenters or even yourself, and not be too critical of yourself in the first place, because yeah, we might uh, what's the word, mm, my brain doesn't work right now, but oh, compare, like you might compare your work or craft or whatever, your creations, with what you think is the best or things that inspire you, and when it doesn't live up to that, you think it's not good enough or something is wrong, or you're not worthy of doing this thing that you love most. But hold on, hold on, because one, you've been given this creative outlet, creative passion, your vision about what you want to make and create into this world for a reason, for a good reason. And it's a road, it's a path, it's a long road up the mountain, and I know myself. If I am at the foot of a mountain and I look up, I'm like, how the hell am I gonna get over there? That's a long ass way up, But that's not what it's about. It's about, or I mean, that's not what's gonna get you there, What's gonna get you there is just taking every small step to get to the top. And when you get to in a situation that from the distance, metaphorically speaking, you would never understand how you're gonna manage it, but when you're there and you're seeing things from up close and breaking things down into different parts, it'll be a lot easier, instead of thinking you have to do all of that in one day or whatever. And what I mean by this is like, it's a process, like our whole life is the way, life never stops teaching you, and thinking we are at the end stage of, in this case, our creations, is limiting us even more than, I don't know, it's not providing growth. We have to realize that we're never done learning, and refining our craft is a lifetime's work. And yeah, if you realize that now, and be a little bit more compassionate towards yourself, because we all have to learn everything, and when we are a child, we are open to learning everything, and like we are so humble and we are so curious, but somehow something happens and we tell ourselves like, oh, I should know this, I should already know this, I'm like this in this age, like why isn't this going well, or I mean, why isn't this going the way I expect myself to do it? Because you see, the people that come before us, they might have similar ways or similar creative interests, but their craft will never be our craft. But we do compare their craft because it's the same creative expression with our craft, but they are they are a completely different person and than us. And again, we've been given this creative interests, for the reason that we are a whole different experienced being that has to, go through all these things in life to be the person that you are right now. And with all the knowledge that you have at this moment, you can create something so personal, to you, and it's never gonna look the same. Or even if things look the same, the energy behind someone's craft I just looked up, it was exactly 11:11. The energy at this behind your craft is so different than someone else's, and that's the beautiful thing, that you are so special. And the fact that we learn in some kind of way to tell ourselves like that, being us, truly like creating us, like manifesting ourselves and our experiences and our knowledge and our love through this creative craft. Where was I going? My train of thoughts. But what I wanted to say, like, the fact that we tell ourselves that our craft is not good enough, or we are expecting ourselves to put something out there that, checks some boxes or whatever, that are really not truly aligned with us. They might be aligned to people you look up to, but you are your own perfect being. And yes, you can use some of their your inspiration from them, of course, but you have to make it your own. They pass their energy and the effect their energy has onto us, and yes, we can use it, but we use their energy, it comes in, and it enters our system, energetic system, but then our system filters their energy, and it filters something and it creates something new out of it, completely personalized by us and our being and everything we've experienced, and the way we see life and the way we see the world. And nobody has to understand this, it just has to make sense for you. And it doesn't even have to make sense for you, if you're like, what the hell am I even making? That's fine, I've been on that kind of vibe lately, just let go of all these expectations of yourself and just create whatever comes out, and just let go of how it needs to fit into this world, because it shouldn't. We are creating a new world. So 1414, we are creating a new world. It shouldn't fit in this world, anyways. But yeah, let's go back to the cards. I hope you feel me, So, I have a hair in my mouth. Thank you. So, yeah. Yeah, I think that was clear. So, I think the universe is asking you through me reading into this to like, yeah, let go a little and stop fighting yourself so much. You know, creativity is something, you know, unlimited, yes, but also something that we shouldn't be able to explain, you know, because the whole universe, I'm so hot. The whole universe is a creation, you know, that's our true nature. We are a creation ourselves. You create right now, you know, watching this video. You are creating this video together with me. I'm holding it as a mic, by the way. I don't know if if it looks weird. It looks weird. But anyways, you are always creating, you know, everything you do, you are creating. And only when it comes to, you know, when we sit down and, you know, draw something or whatever you do that, you know, you see as creative, you know, this box of being creative. Like, we are all creative, but the thing that you see, like drawing or singing or whatever, only then we start to put these expectations on ourselves or rules, or, you know, I feel talking about this again, you know, I think the point was made. I hope you got the point. So it's kind of heavy. I feel someone is like so done. Like, I feel like someone really wants to be themselves. Like, and that's okay. You can, you know. You are allowed. The universe is allowing you. If you needed reassurance, I don't know if you're scared. We've all been there, probably. Being scared of, yeah, we all know that feeling, right? Being scared of truly being you, saying what you actually want to say, which is fine. But yeah, step by step, you know, how can you create that safe space for yourself to, you know, work on truly being yourself step by step in a safe space. I just said the same thing twice, but you know what I mean, right? You don't have to push yourself to go out there and just be yourself all the time, because there's so much pressure and so much energy we're feeling from everything and everyone that we're not even seeing, and, you know, we're not even aware of, and everything we're feeling. Yeah. Somebody is, anyways, but yeah, just create this safe space where you can just fully be yourself and try to channel it, you know, like see the value, try to see the value in making something that is so you, you know. The world needs change. That's why we're here. That's why you are here. The world needs us to be different, you know. I want the planet to be different. I want, you know, the governments to be different, you know. And it all starts with us and what we create and how we perceive it and how we put our energy into the world. And even if it's just the smallest things that nobody will ever see, you still did it, and the universe sees it. The universe feels it, because you are genuinely putting your frequency on planet Earth. You are creating heaven on earth, you know, you're channeling your soul and manifesting it in the 3D world. So please go easy on yourself, yes, and create as if you are a little child. You know, they don't care about what they make. They are just proud. They want to show it to everyone, you know, and everybody's gonna be like, oh, cool, nice, you know, and just keep doing it. Just never stop. Just keep doing it. Never stop. G-bye.